Great, you're back. So let's take that minute and go through the math of the previous example that we had between John's purchase versus Sue's potential purchase, where John was using a 4% interest rate and potentially paying more than Sue would have with a 6% interest rate. So as a quick reminder, John in 2021 was looking to purchase a house that had an asking price of $800,000 for an interest rate of 4%. Now, he had to compete against a lot of other people and overbid on the property by $100,000, making his purchase price $900,000 and putting him slightly upside down. But he did have a 20% down payment and a $640,000 loan amount. If we look at John's total cost basis, we'll see that he had the $160,000 down payment and the $100,000 overbid, making his total out-of-pocket cost $260,000 from the start. Sue, on the other hand, in 2022, had an asking price of a property for $800,000. Her interest rate was 6%. She didn't have to pay overbid because she wasn't really competing against a lot more people. And so her purchase price is still $800,000, also with the 20% down payment and the $640,000 loan amount. So her cost basis is a lot simpler. It's just the $160,000 down payment, no overbid, and that is her total out-of-pocket costs from the beginning of the purchase. Now, if we take a look at their total expenses, we can average it out over 10 years. Why 10 years? Well, because face it, after 10 years, both of them are probably going to look to either refinance or buy another property at that time. So when we total up all of their costs over that 10-year period of time with their down payments, John's overbid amount, and their principal and interest mortgage payments, we'll see that John actually spent almost $6,000 more than Sue during that period of time. That's probably not what you were thinking. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, didn't he have lower monthly payments? Yes, he did. And as a result of the lower interest rate, he also got to build up more equity. However, as a result of the higher interest rate, Sue got to save more on her taxes because of deductions, and because of his higher purchase price, John spent more on taxes, so Sue gets some wins as well. Now, the total tax savings plus her total out-of-pocket spend over the 10 years adds up to something, but it doesn't negate all of John's equity that he earned, about $85,000 over those 10 years. But the costs we can see between the 4% and the 6% are probably more negligible than most might have thought, and really only resulted in John gaining about $8,000 a year more in earnings than Sue did. But the real question then comes into play is, wouldn't it be better to own a home and to have built up at least $260,000 of equity rather than complaining about the $8,000 a year that you didn't get? Now, time is ticking here because we're comparing the 4% to the 6% interest rates, but the 4% interest rates are gone. Now, if we're looking towards maybe 7 or 8%, it's going to be a lot worse of a scenario. So what are you really waiting for? My advice, pick up that phone today, give me a call. Let's see what we can do about getting you into a home, and this way you can start earning money instead of spending it on rent.